I am Coach Jacey Brooks, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, heard it say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote. Chill.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. What it do, La Familia? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. That's right. This is a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. It is our 5th season, over 800 episodes recorded. We're going to celebrate that. Why? Because we are still on that incredible mission we started 5 years ago. We're going all around this country. We're going into our communities and we're finding rising superstars who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. Oh, we got a special one on deck. Today we're going to teach you how to win. Coming to the Sports Life Talk family. Y'all make some noise. She's got 18 years in the coaching game representing Machias, New York. Kevin, this is our first time ever hearing about that city. Yep. And we got to do it with buckets, baby. Let's go. She went to Buffalo State College, graduated in 2006, but didn't leave without leaving a name and legacy in stone. She accomplished over 1,200 career points and was ranked number 16th in rebounds. So she know how to get things done on and off the court. Now she has been known by her peers as a true winner, as an organizer, as a tactician, accomplishing the East Region Coach of the Year by D3 Hoops, and was part of the SUNYAC team that in her last 3 seasons won 20 years. In 2 out of them 3 seasons, she was part of the coaching staff of the year. All right, she was part of one of 50 coaches selected to the WBC Center for Coaching Excellence back in 2015, and she was also part of the Women's Coaching Academy back in 2017. Y'all make some noise for the Queen of X's and O's, the newest, the 11th head coach in women's basketball program history, the head coach of the Northern Illinois Huskies, Coach Jacey. Coach Brooks, how you doing today?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal. We got you on the show, Coach. I'm super excited about this one, Kevin. It's very rare we get stories like this one come across our desk. Most people go through adversity in different ways, and Coach, you have done it all. Even backstage, you was telling us some crazy stuff about how you got to this point. So I'm super excited about this one. It's time to get this thing ripping and running. You ready to go, Coach? You ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it. I'm excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you, Coach. If this is your first time or your next time rocking with the SLT crew, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT Cal. Ooh-wee. Bro, this head coach week, ain't it? And I tell you, we got some coaches coming on this thing. Oh, my.
B. Jones, did coach slip you like an extra 100 or something? Because you put some extra sauce on that intro. I've never seen you do an intro like that before.
But I got to work on my hand right now. I got to write my notes a little bit. Hey, I did some research on this one, brother. Nah, she was too dope, dog, and just getting that opportunity to watch the videos of it, they in for a treat, dog. This is gonna be one of those ones. Husky Nate, now, Coach, before we get started, you got to teach us how we do it. Now we throw it up like this, Coach.
Yep. Husky ears. See those ears.
Huskies ears, KT. We Huskies today, baby. Let's go, Coach. Let's get the show kicked off with our fun game. It is called The Moment of Truth. This is an icebreaker we got with Coach Brooks. It's super simple. Before the show, she's picked 3 facts about herself. But the way this game goes, it is 2 truths and a lie. I know a lot of y'all have played that before. So the rules are super simple. Coach will give us these 3 facts, and we will have exactly 60 seconds, KT and I, to work as a team. But we're not just us. We're not the dynamic duo. We got the family with us. We got all of y'all watching this that's going to help us out. So y'all make sure y'all throw us some tips, some tricks, or some hints down in the comments and see if we can figure out which one of these facts about Coach Brooks is a fabrication. Now, Coach, I'm feeling pretty bullish about this one. The Buffalo fans got that one. But I'm going to tell you this one. Let's go, Coach. Give us your 3 facts.
Okay. I was an all-state volleyball player in high school. I've won 4 championships as a coach. And I hold the career free throw record at Buffalo State College.
I think she did that at Buffalo, bro. She was a monster at Buffalo.
B. Jones. I want to say that I don't want to diminish her accomplishments, but I want to say she only won 3 championships.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that too, because the other one sounds so real. Everything, nothing about that sounded fabricated, did it?
We always lose off the numbers. When somebody said, "Yeah, I've won like 4 championships," it's really been 2 or 3.
But the volleyball sounded real. So I
know it's so convincing. I'm just gonna go with number 2.
I'm gonna go with number 2. We'll let the crowd, we'll let the participants get an opportunity to say what their opinion is. But I really feel like that's the only chance we got in this. It's gonna be praying that she either got 3 or 5 championships, man, because there's no hope on the other 2. All right, Coach. Everybody's got their answers locked in, and we ready to give it. Come on, tell us which one of these. We go with number 2 is not the truth. What is your which one was the lie, Coach?
I didn't even have volleyball at my high school. I was not a volleyball player, just basketball, softball.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I did have 4 championships as a coach. So
what? Yeah, coaches normally don't lie on the rings, KT. coaches don't lie on them. We gotta note that one for the remaining 40 shows that left in the year. Coaches do not fib on rings. They might fib on how many countries they coached in or something like that. Right. But they ain't gonna fib on no rings. I like that, Coach. So you were coaching in high school? You were coaching in high school and won 4 championships, or were you playing?
No, in my coaching career, I've won 4 championships. So I won a regular season championship at Bowling Green. I won a regular season at Cortland, a conference championship at Cortland, and then the WNIT championship a few months ago. Kevin, I
fumbled the bag. I literally got the WNIT championships and all that up on my screen in front of me. So that's on me. That's on me. Tell you,
you should be ashamed of yourself if you got it in your notes. Literally, I
misunderstood, man. I misunderstood. I don't know why I was thinking high school championships, Coach. I don't
ask for clarification. Now we 39 and 40.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't sound good at all. All right, let's go. Let's get this thing kicked off. Coach, we're about to take them on a road trip, and this is all about your career, all about your amazing journey. And there's so much to learn here, but you got to do it in a practical way. We got to get in the car. We got all the food. We got all the snacks loaded up. We got the radio right. So there's only one thing left to do before we can get this thing cranking. Come on, Coach, lift that right hand up. There it is. Reach over your left shoulder. Grab that seatbelt and buckle up. This is about to be a crazy one. Let's take it up to 10 right now. Turn up the volume. This is what we need. Everybody out there that's watching this, I don't care what part of Coach's journey you are a part of, this is what we need. We're trying to take the game of women's basketball and tell these amazing stories of coaches and athletes. That's the only way we're going to grow the game, is by them getting to understand who's really a part of this thing. So it's you right now on the clock. If you're watching this, we need you to do 4 free things that won't cost you a penny. Number 1, we need you to stick around and stay to the end of the video. I think that's the easy one, huh, Coach? I think you're going to be entertaining enough. They'll have a reason to hang out with us. Number 2, Coach hit over 1,200 points. I need you to hit that like button just one time. That's easy. All you got to do is lift that finger up, hit that like button, and that does wonders on the show. It runs the numbers up, and the show will bubble all the way up to the top. I'm talking about number 3. I need you to pass the rock. Now, Coach was a killer on the court. She was a triple-double threat every time she hit the court. And I know how coaches feel about passing. You got to have a point guard, right, Coach? We need everybody out there to become point guards and share this episode with your friends, your families, your colleagues, your coworkers, your classmates. I don't know. Let's get the word out because I got a feeling NIU is going to be a formidable team. People are going to be excited to see this team in the upcoming future. And last but not least, subscribe to the vibe. That's right. Become a part of the SLT tribe. We got over 800 shows. Really, it's about like 850. But I just round it down because I don't want folks to get jealous. I don't want people to get mad at us for all this work. But we've been putting in the work, and we're going to keep putting in the work, especially with you now a part of our Sports Life Talk family. So this is what we're going to do, Coach. Everybody that's rocking with us right now, they watch us. We hoping they having a good time because we're about to do it as a family style. That's how we do it. Everybody on the count of 3, we are going to smash that subscribe button. Coach, is your folks gonna hold us down?
Absolutely. They got you.
All right, let's do it like we true to it, Husky Nation. In the count of 3, 2, 1. Boom! That might be one of my favorite parts of the show because now we got all these new family members. The mission is still continuing, and we are in growth mode, and we're going to be to share this story so much more just by all the love and support that we got here today. So this is what we need, Coach. Everybody just mashes the subscribe button, or they hit like, or they did something to show us some love. We want to show them some love back, but we want them to let us know who they are. So all they got to do is put an emoji in the chat right now. Throw an emoji down in the chat. Let us know who they are, and we'll let you pick. What is that emoji, Coach? Which one are we using today?
Just any emoji?
Whatever your favorite most used emoji. If in your coaching staff group, which emoji are you using the most? You can tell us whichever one you like the best.
The dancing one, the girl that's dancing.
Yeah, senorita. I call it the senorita emoji. All right, y'all throw the dancing senorita emoji in the chat if you with us here today. Now we got to Coach, just real quick. Why? That's the first time we had that emoji. Why that one, Coach?
I don't know. It's like when I have something exciting to say or do or whatever. It's just that emoji.
We dance machine. Watch me get down. All right, y'all throw the dancing senorita emoji in the chat if you rocking with us today. What we gonna tell them, KT, if they do that, man?
We're gonna tell them thank you and welcome to the Sports Life Talk family.
That's right. Welcome to the family. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family around here. And as our first official act as you as our family, we want to tell you how much we love you. But now we get to kick it off. Let's go. It's time. We finna crack open Coach's brain. And this ain't got nothing to do with X's and O's. We just finna get to know a little bit about the queen of X's and O's. Let's go. Welcome to the SLT initiation.
All right, Coach, before we officially welcome you into the Sports Life Talk family, you got to go through our initiation. So we're going to start your journey across the SLT Burning Sands. You got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay, I am an old school, like not old school, but like 90s hip hop, that type of stuff. I can listen to any type of music, but right now, if you're looking at my Apple Music, right, my albums, being a New York person, first and foremost is Jay-Z. Okay. Second would be Drake. Fun fact, I saw Drake before he was Drake, essentially, at a cafeteria at a local Division II school in Buffalo when he was just trying to get his name out. So one of my classmates still has like the poster that they put up around, campus advertising him coming to campus, and he performed in the cafeteria. The Dream. Then I would go my two women, Beyonce and Rihanna.
Oh my gosh.
That is an elite list. My goodness. Hey, but the Dream though, like I can't believe he made that star-studded list. Kevin?
That album, I still play that album as I'm getting ready, for the game, just chilling in my office. I will throw on some Dream.
Do you know that Dream is actually one of the dopest producers? Well, at least at the time, he had done so much music for others. People don't even know. Like he used to write for Neo. He used to write for a lot of folks. Like Dream is he's one of them ones. But KT, you got a tough task on your hands, sir. You got to give Coach Brooks, Bucket Brooks. You got to give her a ranking on that top 5, and I'm gonna hold my breath while you do it, sir. What are we giving Coach Brooks today for that top 5?
For everyone that's watching, I like to rank everyone's top 5. The highest you can get is 24, which is a Mamba. The lowest you can get is an 8. That's our dedication to the great Kobe Bryant. And it's kind of funny. We are recording this on the day of Kobe, 8/24. B. Jones, I'm going to have to do this in a falsetto. So we're going to give her a Mamba. Give her 24.
All right, here we go, Coach.
Yeah, that was a dope one. The Dream falsetto, I Love Your Girl. He had so many hits that.
Classic.
Yeah, he did that. All right, Coach. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
I am not a comic Marvel person at all. So I would just have to say my superhero is my mother. Watching her raise 4 kids, grew up on a farm. She was a nurse. She raised us to the best of her ability and who we are today. It's just, she's my superhero. I want to be my mom someday.
All right. So we asked the superhero question, Coach, because we see coaches of your caliber as a superhero. I'm pretty sure your mom has her favorite song, but I want you to give me Coach Brooks' theme song.
If I were to, I say it's my like baseball, softball walkout song, right? That going to get you amped, get you ready to go. Dreams and Nightmares.
That's a pop.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Yeah, I like that.
That's the number 1 song that we've had during the initiation. That's
easy. Yeah. Easy.
All right, Coach, what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Probably discipline, right? In order to be successful at anything in life, you have to be disciplined with it. And, anything from what it is to my workout regimen, just discipline and cleaning my house and all that. It's just basketball's taught it all.
All right, so we're going to take it back for a second on this one, Coach. Do you think that Jacey, the hooper, could have played for Coach Brooks, the head coach?
Yes. Just because of who I am as a person, first and foremost. I build relationships with my players. So I know as a player, I had a really good relationship with my college coach. So I feel that I would have the relationship with my head coach. But who I am as a coach, I'm on the court. I have the energy. I have the passion. I would love to play for myself.
So B and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Oh, gosh.
And I got mine.
I'm curious. I didn't come up with one today.
Yeah. Gosh, that's a great question. It can be any actress.
Yes, any actress.
You know what? I got one now. So who you got, KT?
Carrie-Ann Moss. Trinity from The Matrix. I think she can play you.
Yes, that's a good one. That is actually, I was gonna go with Charlize Theron, man. I was gonna say, because she can dye half black and she can get away with it. Super athletic. I like that one too.
I'm going with either one of those. I don't know. That's a great question. So I'm gonna take your guys' advice on that.
Because I saw a picture of you and I was like, man, that is Trinity. So they did like a Matrix reboot.
Yes, they did.
No, I'm talking about the new one, the SLT version. She's gonna be our Trinity.
But they did do something for Matrix though. When
I'm trying to erase that from history because that one was not all that. So yeah, I'm trying to block that out. You're not helping, by doing that. All right, Coach. So this is the most important question that we ask during the initiation. B and I would love to travel, and when we travel, we got to eat. So we come down there to check out one of your games. What's the one food spot we're going to, and what's your go-to meal there?
Mexican restaurant called El Jimador. I will admit, they have had the best guacamole I've had in my life. And my best friend, she came to visit me about a month ago. Her son was playing AAU in Chicago, so she came to stay and we went. And she said the same thing. She goes, hands down, the best guac I've ever had. So.
At the table, or do they bring it all the way out?
No, table side.
See, when they do it right there at the table, it's different. They put a little of that lagniappe on. I don't know what it'd be something different about when they make it right there at table side. Now, Coach, we gonna kill us some of that guac. But what are we eating after? Because I can't just eat guac and then go to the game and be sustained. I need a little bit of meat. Some protein.
It's like a not carne, polo. It's like a chicken dish that comes with rice, has your chicken breast, and then the cheese sauce over it.
Either way. All right. Al Jimador.
Yes.
Somebody tag him in, because we coming to Al Jimador. I want my table side. I want one by myself, Coach. Is it big enough for just for the whole table, or do I need to get my own?
Depending on how hungry you are, you could eat one your own, but it is shareable if needed.
We're gonna share that, because I'm getting on that pollo, on that yard bird too.
Yeah, so have your best nachos ready, because I'm ready for it. All right, to everyone that's watching, thank you. The initiation is complete, but now the real conversation begins. We want to hear from you. Drop your top 5 music artists, your favorite superhero, and your go-to food spot in the comments. Your answers might show up on our next episode. You just never know. And don't forget to tap in to sltugoutnext.com to learn more about our amazing family members from our family. So B. Jones, I'm going to pass the ball back to you so you can officially welcome our newest play cousin, Coach Jacey Brooks, to the family. So go ahead and take it away, brother.
Coach Jacey Brooks, the 11th coach in Northern Illinois Husky history. Welcome to the show, Coach. Super excited about having you on this thing. I think we've probably told you how much we respect you. And when we get the names that come across, they send us about a month in advance, right? At least a couple of weeks in advance. They say, hey, you got this person about to come on the show. And I jump into the research and I'm like, oh my, this I can't sleep on the nights that's leading up to getting these shows done. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And thank all your family, your friends, Husky Nation. Thank all y'all for tuning in and checking us out. But let's tell them your story, Coach. Let's take them back to the beginning, all the way back to Machias, New York. Before you went to Buffalo and raised hell, you were out there on them streets trying to figure it out of playing the game. But the women always had the best stories, because we get all kind of stuff. You know, what was your journey, Coach? When did you fall in love with the game of basketball?
Yeah, I think it was probably early on, maybe 7th, 8th grade. I had a coach in our high school who, we just kind of connected, and he would say, hey, let's go to the gym after school, before school. And I started just playing a ton, and I got like addicted to it, right? I just like, the more I progressed, the more I wanted. Now I come from a very small town. So one blinking red light, grew up on a farm, and my high school, I graduated with 62 people. So very small, where AAU wasn't very popular. I had to travel, if I wanted to play AAU. And I did do that one summer, and started to get recruited a little bit. But I come from a family and literally a place where not a lot of people go on to play college athletics. So I was very unique in that way. And I had actually got recruited from Buffalo State, which, fun fact, I was recruited by Freddie Batchelor, who was the head coach at Maryland Eastern Shore for years, and now he's an assistant coach at the University of Delaware. And never played for him, because he left me right before school began, in August of 2002. And, went on to have a great career there. And when I reflect of how I got into coaching, I think about a moment where I'm not sure if I would be coaching if it wasn't for that situation, and the fact of I tore my ACL the summer before my senior year, of college, playing in a summer league, just landed on it wrong and tear it. And at that time, I was also a member of something in New York. We have the Empire State Games, and Coach Jim Crowley, who was the head coach at St. Bonaventure, was my coach, because I played in the open division and they could have college players playing in it. And so, I ended up playing my last season, keep in touch with Coach Crowley. And I'm actually all, graduated. I'm ready to go to UB to be a social worker, right? I was going to get my MSW, and Coach Crowley calls me and says, Jacey, I have this newly created position. I thought of you. Do you have any interest? It's a director of operations position. And I said, yeah, absolutely. He's like, okay, well, it pays $5,000. And I remember calling my mom and telling her, like, Mom, look, like, I could get into coaching and it pays $5,000. And she's like, Jacey, you can't survive off $5,000 a year. But I said, I think this is my stepping stone. And, if I didn't take that stepping stone, I wouldn't be in this chair today. So.
Well, Coach, I got to tell y'all something. That was probably the first thing I learned in doing this, covering this sport, was that DOBO, that director of basketball. It sounds so prestigious. It's Kevin. I remember looking at the first couple of people we were interviewing. I was like, oh, she was a director of a basketball operation, so she know that she like a GM. She was running no. That's not a DOBO. If you watching this right now, you wondering what a DOBO do? That is grunt work. That is ordering food and making sure logistics. Like, that is a tough job, Coach. And to do that for pennies on the dollar, you had to take some serious risk. Yeah. to get that thing established. But 18 years later, you look back and it all started with that. And shout out to Coach Batchelor. Coach Batchelor said he was going to come on the show. So we've heard of Coach Batchelor's name a couple of times, got a chance to meet him too. So love you, Coach. We waiting on you, baby. We waiting on you. All right, but Coach, so let's take this thing and you found a lot of success in your career. I think your peers are the ones that said you are a true winner. And as I went through the resume, I saw that it was winning just oozing and out of every pore, every stop, you found a way to be a winner. Before we break that down a little bit more, what is that secret sauce, Coach? What is that one trick, that one resource, that one tool that you got in your bag that everybody need to know about, that when you pull it out, you know we finna turn this thing around?
Yeah, I think it's building culture and the fact of getting these young women to trust who you are as a person and as a coach. And just creating that family environment where they want to play for each other. They want to play for the coaches. And it just creates something special, when you have people that are selfless, which takes some time. Because when you recruit basketball players, most of them are probably the best players on their high school teams, their AAU teams at this level, and getting them to understand, I have to put my teammates' success above my own. And when you're able to do that, like I said, there's something special there.
I didn't know you before the interview, Coach. So I had to get to know you through your legacy, through all the hard work you put in. And of course, thank God you got some great media teams that follow you around. I was watching a video of you on your first day over at NIU, and you were just talking about how you met so many people. And it was cool because you got to actually see these people. You got to walk around to see the campus. And you gave out like a grocery list, like a checks box, like, hey, this is what I got to get accomplished as I start this journey off, and as I really turn this thing around. And at that point, really, really, truly, you're only as good as your last. What is it called? Like your last win. You're only as good as your last win, and you just did something impressive. But now the slate is clean. So walk us through what that day one was like at NIU, and what made you decide to take the NIU job, Coach?
Yeah, when I reflect back of those couple weeks of, finishing the season at Buffalo, and this job kind of started actually when we were at the MAC championship in Cleveland. That's when I first got the call of, hey, would you be interested in the NIU head job? And absolutely, even when I was at Bowling Green back in the day, we played NIU, very familiar with them, being in the MAC and my time at Buffalo. And I said, absolutely. And kind of as things progressed, we were still making our run at Buffalo in the WNIT. And, I can give you a little bit of a timeline. And literally, I interview at I interview at NIU on a Thursday. We have our first round WNIT game on Sunday, and we win. NIU calls me Monday, says, can you come to campus Tuesday? I said, sure, but we're playing at Southern Indiana on Thursday, or on Tuesday, yeah. So on Thursday. And, so they're like, yep, we'll fly you out Tuesday. You'll interview Wednesday. We'll fly you back Wednesday night to be at the game Thursday. So I said, okay, great. Do that. Meet the team. We play Southern Indiana. We win. And after we win, we already knew that we're playing Rutgers. Rutgers was my scout. So I pull an all-nighter, touching up everything and watching that game they had just played. We land in Buffalo and have a recruit at the dinner with a recruit Friday night, and my phone's blowing up, and they're like, Jacey, we want to hire you. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, but I got a game to win on Sunday. And so I accept the position. We play Rutgers Sunday. We beat Rutgers, end up announcing it on Tuesday that I'm the new head coach. We play Cleveland State Thursday, win that. We play Troy Saturday night in the championship. We win. Then Monday morning, I'm on a flight to NIU. I have my press conference the next day.
games you got to win in the WNIT because that's insane. Y'all had to win 7 games.
Yeah. I think it was 5 or 6, somewhere in there.
I'm from Louisiana. My math sketchy, coach, but that was a lot of games, a lot of folks. Yeah. And think about it, you had to beat the kid from Rutgers who, in my opinion, is one of the best players in college basketball. Yeah, that was your scout, coach.
It was. And I remember walking in, Friday morning when we start the scout, and I'm like, everybody sees Rutgers and, the talent they have. And obviously we play in a P4 conference. But I'm like, if we stay disciplined for 40 minutes, we have a great opportunity to win, right? If we kind of go a little rogue and when we hit adversity, if everybody goes their separate ways, it's not going to be the outcome we want. Right. But we've got to stay the course for 40. And we did. And we won that game. And it was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I try to tell KT when we be at the Run for Roses and all the tournaments. It'd be so massive. I'm like, Kevin, we just got to stay the course. You can't go rogue. I be seeing him. He'd be drifting off over there at the Poway station.
Yeah, man, you like to talk. You like to talk too much. I got to move around. But, Coach, that was a heck of a way. That was a heck of a way to add to your resume.
Right?
Yeah.
Not going on that run.
So thankful that both administrations allowed me to finish it out at Buffalo while starting my job here at NIU. I will admit I had some long days, some sleepless nights, doing both jobs, but I wouldn't have traded it for anything.
Hey, Coach, somebody was sitting at NIU and they were like, see, I told y'all, like I told you, I'm super smart. she just won the WNIT and I got it before. Because think about it, Coach. If you had one, it might have been a lot more programs that would have been coming after you. So it could have been a different destination. Coach, there's something interesting about your story that the people who are watching this may not know. Your friends and family know this, but you were actually a head coach. In your 18 years, you actually did a stint as a head coach over at SUNYAC. We talked about how much success you had at SUNYAC in 3 years of 20 plus wins, but you leave SUNYAC to go be an associate head coach or to go back into a secondary position. And then from there, it landed you the role that you're in now. And that's kind of, I don't know if the youngsters know this, but it's that mentality. You take 2 steps, 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards to take 2 steps forward. And I think there's a story there, Coach. What made you, like, when you woke up that morning and said, you know what, I'm going to take this role at Buffalo. I'm going to give up a head coaching job. What was the thought process with it?
Well, I will tell you, I absolutely loved my time at SUNY Cortland, just around fantastic human beings, given resources, obviously, to go in and be successful, which I did. But there was still part of me, and don't get me wrong, even when I took the job at SUNY Cortland with playing at Buff State, like I have an appreciation for D3 athletes, right? Where you're still working your butt off each and every day, just like any other level, and you just don't get the scholarship, right? I have an appreciation for that. So loved my journey at Cortland. But there was a part of me that I had dreams and aspirations of becoming a Division I head coach someday. And, so part of it that spring of 2023 was navigating of how do I get back into Division I, right? Where do I go? And I knew that leaving Cortland, I wasn't going to leave for any Division I job. It had to be the right job. And I was actually asked to speak on a panel at the WBCA convention. And it was called Let's Get Real. And I was reached out by Mary Ellen Gillespie, and she was my former SWA when I was at Bowling Green. And basically it's this program that the convention does where you have assistants who are aspiring to be head coaches someday. So this panel is called Let's Get Real, right? Where you're just talking about the real stuff of moving over a chair and how hard it can be. And I look at the panel name and it's Mike Neighbors, Joni Taylor, Marissa Mosley. And I said to Mary Helen, I'm like, I don't belong on this panel. Like, here I am from SUNY Cortland. She's like, no, Jacey, your story is unique and people are going to be able to relate to you. So anywho, there was another person on that panel who was an agent. And so after the panel, I sit down with him and I'm just like, I kind of want to go this route. I just don't know how, but I'm not just going to go with any Division I coach. I want to make sure it's the right situation because I do have this dream of becoming a Division I head coach someday. And we bounce some ideas off each other. And because I said, or do I stay at Portland? And, we've been to the NCAA tournament 3 times and we were a basket away from the Sweet 16. Do I try to go win a D3 championship to try to get to the Division I level? And he's like, it's just hard because the landscape had changed so much since I was at Bowling Green and left in 2018. Here it is 5 years later, and the portal stuff and the NIL, like it was definitely a huge change. So he calls me a couple weeks later and says, Becky Burke from Buffalo just called and she's looking for somebody just like you, somebody who has head coaching experience, has some Division I ties, just why don't you have a conversation with her? And I said, okay. And, Buffalo is somewhat home for me in the fact of I grew up an hour away from Buffalo. So I sit and I have coffee with Coach Burke. And I mean, the moment I sat down with her, I was like, oh, she's special, right? She's special. Her energy is contagious. What she's about, I want to work with her. And we sit down again a couple days later and she offers me the job. She's like, Jacey, I want you. And it was actually an easy decision in the fact of working for somebody like her, being close to my hometown and where I'm able to potentially get closer to that dream of becoming a Division I head coach someday, now as an associate head coach at the Division I level. So I went and had a special 2 years, and here I am.
I referenced that video one more time because, again, I didn't know you. But one thing you said about yourself was that you bring energy. And I felt it. I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like somebody who, it was Christmas morning. As I listened to you talk about meeting these people and this staff and this opportunity. So now, all this excitement culminates to the first day. You put that name tag on the door and you sit down and you put your first desk on. What's the first thing you do? You open up the old suitcase. You remember like on the bed on 9 to 5 with Dollar Point, you popped open the thing and put your picture of your family right there on the desk. And it was official. What was going through your mind then, Coach? Now that the media's not watching you, you're just in a lonely office and you got to put this team, this staff, everything together. Let's go through that itemized grocery list, Coach. And how's the mission looking so far?
Yeah, no, that day was surreal. And I knew what my goals were. And I mean, I still feel like I'm living in a tornado some days. But I think that's going to be for probably the next year. But, my priorities that first day was number one, reaching out to all the players and starting to build relationship with my returning players. Second was my staff. And it took some time with my staff because my number one non-negotiable with hiring is who are you as a human being? Right? It's not what you've accomplished as a player, not what you've accomplished as a coach. It's who you are as a person. So taking that time and getting to know them. And I will say, I think I hit an absolute home run with my staff. They're fantastic. And I'm lucky, I'm blessed. And then obviously the recruiting, right? Making those like, hey, I have 9 spots to fill, right? 9 spots to fill. Who am I bringing into my program? So like I said, I got right to work with it, but those are my 3 priorities. And I got a great head start on that. And now it's, all the other stuff, my to-do list, filling in that extra time. But I think that it really came together how I imagined it. And now I'm excited to see it all come to fruition, this winter.
Coach, at Buffalo State, you had the opportunity to be an opponent and walk into that Northern Illinois locker room as an opponent and walk into the arena and feel the vibe. And then that was something that you said felt surreal as you were walking around as a coach. You're like, man, I played on this court, but on the opposite side. Now it's your job to make it very tough for opponents to come into NIU and to play some basketball. How do you build this thing up to the point to where it's going to feel different walking in as an opponent? And what can the NIU fans look forward to immediately? We know it's not going to be, championships in year one, right? I get it. We got to be level set. But what, as an NIU fan, what can they look forward to now as you build this thing over the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think number one, you're going to see a team that plays very, very hard. You're going to see a team that plays with a lot of energy, right? That is something that we focus on each and every day, something that I've had to change a little bit, but we're going to be exciting to watch. We're going to get up and down the floor at a high level. But you're going to see a team that doesn't give up, that you're going to play hard. We're going to go out and give everybody our best shot every single night, and being in the Convocation Center as an opponent, like one of my time at Bowling Green and even at Buffalo, they have great support system. And that was something that was intriguing for me while taking this position, right? I've been on the opponent. I've seen what their court side seats and who's sitting in those and their students. So getting them, we obviously know winning continues to build that. But I know with our home games, that they're going to see that high level of energy, that we're going to compete, we're going to win those loose balls and see what happens. And it's going to be an exciting time.
Any of those 9 young ladies that you got that you super excited about? Because those are they had to take a chance on you, Coach.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that with the transfers, that I was able to bring in, and it's weird how it all works out with the relationships. You know, the one young lady I brought in with me from St. John's, I coached when I was at Portland. I coached AAU as well, you know, so I was able to get to know her. She's from the Syracuse area. So to get her to Northern Illinois was awesome. And, you know, to get another girl from St. Bonaventure just because of our common connections, you know, so really excited about, you know, that they've played at a high level, you know, and knows what it takes to be successful. And, you know, Nevaeh's been at a P4 program. And, you know, and then I was able to, there was 4 freshmen as well. 2 were already signed here at Northern, in which I was definitely wanted to honor their scholarships that they had signed. And then I had the ability to bring in 2 more freshmen, you know, so there's a good balance of the 6 returners, 5 transfers, and the 4 freshmen. You know, and one of the 6 returners, you know, she's an all-conference player. She's a heck of an athlete. Really excited that I get to coach her, you know, day in and day out. I think she fits my offensive and defensive schemes fantastic. And I'm really excited for her in her senior year.
I can't wait to check out this recruiting class. I'm gonna go check it out as soon as we get off here, Coach. All right, let's go. Welcome to the championship round. All right, Coach, we finished this thing off with one more game. You know, we got to sandwich it with games. We start off with a game, but now we're going to put you in a different type of game. This is our version of Would You Rather. It is time for the sneak peek, Coach. And by sneak peek, I mean, we're about to take a look at our sneakers because Kevin and I are super sneakerheads. Okay. We both know that if you look good, you feel good, you play good. And we, out of our collection of sneakers, we've amassed a pretty formidable collection of sneakers over the last 7 years here that we've been working together. So now we got sneakers everywhere. And we decided to pick a pair of our shoes out of our collection that we think represents you. It's almost like a vision, a imagery, all right? So we picked a pair of shoes. We hope that you would like the sneaker. We don't know at all, but on the count of 3, we're going to get you to say, hold that sneaker. You got it, Coach? Hold that sneaker. When you say it, Kevin and I show you what we got. Whichever one you like best, that host will win this episode's of championship round. Now, I'm going to tell you, we get serious with this, Coach. So think about it a little bit. You know, let it marinate in your spirit a little bit. Let it simmer, and then you can make your decision. Kevin, you got your heat. You got your.
I do want to have a disclaimer out there. We know that NIU is an Adidas school.
Yes, we do. But
this won't be an Adidas shoe that will be presented on this one.
You know what's crazy? I might need your help because I tried to order a pair of Adidas. They don't have them in my size for the ones I want. I'm going to have to call Jackie.
We love Adidas. We rock with Adidas.
Oh, yeah, love Adidas. But I couldn't get the black and red ones in time. So they didn't have them in size. All right, Coach, here we go. You ready to do this? Yeah. On the count of 3, hold that sneaker. 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker.
This dude here, man, I don't know why I thought you was going with something different.
That's what you get for thinking.
I'm gonna go KTs because I have them in my closet.
Yeah. Of course you go with KT. Yeah. Now I remember doing one of your interviews, you may have let it slip that you love Jordan 1s, I think. So yeah, that's why I put that one too, B. Jones.
Yeah.
Do your research. You brought some heat, B. Jones. It just wasn't as hot as mine on this episode.
I brought ones,
yeah,
sir.
Low top. Yeah, that's why I said you brought some heat, but it just wasn't as good as mine on this one, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna shake hands and we're just gonna do our thing. Let's go.
The patent leather, it's something different.
I can't wait to see you in the patent leather, Coach. But who is Northern Illinois' arch rival?
Oh my gosh, here we go.
God, you know.
Coach, don't answer that. He's trying to be messy. That's all it is. Don't answer that.
Oh, I got you.
Because that's the colors I'm wearing to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Stick with that black and red.
I'm going to stick with the black and red, Coach, but you broke my heart. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day is no longer. All right, Coach, let's get it. The title of the show is You Got Next. And I could probably sit there and talk to you all day, Coach, but we got Coach Lay, Samika Randall Lay about to record her. So we got to get you out here for everybody to enjoy their days. But Coach, This is your moment of manifestation. A lot of hard work, a lot of tears, a lot of sacrifice have got you to this point. So your story is locked in as one of the greatest that's ever been on this show for certain. But with that being said, Coach, it's a whole future out there. We got championships to go win. You got 4. We got to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and even more than that if we can, Coach. What's up next for Coach Jacey Brooks?
Just to build this thing back to a championship level. You know, I tell my players they're gonna get the best of me each and every day. Work my butt off. I know how hard it is to be success. Winning is hard. Winning is so hard. So much has to go into it. But I'm gonna work my butt off to bring a championship here to NIU and see where it goes.
All right, Coach, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Oh gosh. No, just anybody who supported me along the way, right? 18 years. I met a lot of fantastic people. Appreciate, all the friendships and relationships that I've built. And I'd like to shout out you guys. I mean, this is awesome, right? I love it. I continue to watch all the shows. It's so exciting. I love the energy. We all know energy is contagious. And, even at that intro, I was ready to go play a game. I was ready to go in. So I appreciate you guys and everything you do for the game.
Yeah, I don't know what that intro. I've never seen him do an intro like that before. I was hoping mine was kind of like that, but it's not about me. It's about you, Coach. So this is a part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. Tell them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
We got to get Coach Batchelor on here. We got to get Freddie B. So that's who I'm going to call out. I'm going to send it to him and get him on here.
Freddie B. I hope he allowed me to call him Freddie B. But everybody else know him as Coach Batchelor, the legendary Coach Batchelor. It is official, sir. Let the world know that you are up next. Your ticket just got punched by Coach Brooks, and now you are on the clock. And Kevin, I've heard.
Okay. Oh yeah. And B. Jones
told us what up.
Yeah. And I want to nominate somebody for this show too.
Who was that, KT?
Coach Burke.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're nominating Coach Burke.
Yeah, let's get it. Coach Burke, we would love to have you on the show too. So we will be reaching out to you guys ASAP. Please, we hope y'all accept our invitation. Get your top 5 ready. Find us somewhere fun to eat because it is going down. Coach, jumping Jacey Brooks. Let's go. You are the truth, Coach. You got next. Love your energy. Love your vibe. I love your tenacity. What you're doing for this game is incredible. For anybody to sit here and watch you do your thing, you are a true winner, and your peers got it right. You have a passion, a consistency, and a love for the game that reverberates throughout the entire landscape of women's basketball. I'm a true fan. We rocking with you all the way. You are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Wow. Kevin!
Yeah.
Oh, man. My goodness. We got Coach Brooks. Can we get you back after your one? Can we just go ahead and sign you for a 2-part deal? All right, let's go. Because I couldn't get through all my questions.
Next Mamba Day. Let's get it on the calendar. Mamba Day.
Mamba Day. In 2026, we're going to record another episode. Coach, thank you so much for being a part of the show. NIU, Buffalo, St. Bonaventure, all of y'all out there that's watching this, thank y'all so much. Machias, New York. It's our first time. One stoplight, baby. We're gonna get another stop sign put up for y'all pretty soon. we gonna grow Machias today. That's what I'm talking about. 17 people finna move in off of this episode. Listen, all you young ladies at Northern Illinois, we're rooting for y'all. Y'all keep rocking with us. And listen, y'all make sure y'all are following at Coach_J Brooks. That's how you reach out to Coach. I know some recruits watching this right now would love to be a part of that. And if you want to keep up with us, we got so many more. I think we got over 40 episodes left in this year. And that number might be a light number. So we still got a lot of work to put in. So make sure y'all are tapping in with us at SportsLifeTalk on all our different social media platforms. Throw the dancing senorita in the comments if you smash that subscribe button or if you hit that like, anything. Let's run the numbers up on that one. Make sure y'all share. If you want to be on the show, go to our website, sltugonext.com. Click on the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit about yourself, why you feel like you got next. Kevin will reach out to you and give you an audition to be on the show. And for all our podcast junkies, I'm a podcast junkies. We travel everywhere we go. I'm throwing podcasts on. Kevin gets irritated, but hey, I don't care. And I got a podcast for you that I want to recommend. SLT, you got next. That's right. You can download this show as well as over 850 other shows in audio format. Keep all the laughs, keep all the love, all the inspiration, and all the positivity moving forward. Wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple, Spotify, don't matter. We have posted on over 25 different sites. KT, great work, man. Love you, brother. Appreciate working with you today, man. I feel like you slip coach a little something to get the championship round, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna let it ride today because I'm gonna kill me some of this chicken and some of this guacamole tableside. Coach gonna show us some love. So we coming to Northern Illinois. What city is Northern Illinois in exactly, Coach?
DeKalb, Illinois, 45 minutes west of Chicago.
DeKalb, let's go. DeKalb. All right, KT, let's go home, brother.
Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again.
Man, it ain't over with yet, Coach, because hold on, wait a minute. Hey. Y'all thought I was finished? Y'all thought it was rented. Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another because together we are better. And listen, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So keep dreaming big because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.